And good day everyone. Record ko lang 'tong next topic natin dahil may mga ibang agenda na kailangan asikasuhin. Specifically, minat po kasi kaya record ko lang din 'tong discussion natin for this day or this particular topic, which is about the continuity of a function. So share lang po ako ng screen natin. So ayan. So continuity of a function. Next slide. So continuity of a function. A function f of x is said to be continuous at x is equals to a if and only if the following conditions are satisfied. So f of a is defined. So first condition natin, meron tayong the f of a is defined. And then next condition, the limit of f of x as x approaches a is L or exists. And lastly, the f of a is also equals to f of x as x approaches a. So meron po tayo ng conditions. So kailangan daw equal po si f of a. Meron, define daw si f of a. Nade-define. Next one, the limit of f of x is exists. And lastly, f of a and f of x are equals. So at least one of these conditions were not satisfied, then the function of f of x is said to be discontinuous or hindi po sila kasama sa function or hindi po siya belong sa function po na yun. At x is equals to a. The point a or f of a is called the point of discontinuity. So ano nga ba yung continuity? So for example, annotate lang dito. For example, meron tayong function dito. No, ito ba isa po function. So nasabi daw na continuous yung function natin at a certain x value. Ito x value. So yung x value natin, halimbawa ang x value natin ay 1. So sa given value or sinubstitute natin yung value ng x sa isang particular function, siya po ay defined or meron po siyang given na value. So this means that this function is continuous. Kapag naman halimbawa, yung x function or yung x values na binigay sa atin or yung given, halimbawa 2, magiging discontinuous siya kapag indeterminate or undefined po siya. So any of these three conditions are not satisfied. So halimbawa, hindi po satisfied yung sa pangalawang condition. So lalabas po na ganito po yung kanyang function or may hole lang po siya. Circle lang po siya, hindi po siya shaded. So this said to be discontinuous. Now, try natin examine or try natin i-determine kung continuity ba or discontinuous yung isang function sa mga examples po na ibibigay ko sa inyo. Ayan. For example number 1, we have determine whether the f of x is equals to 4x squared plus x minus 2 is continuous at x is equals to 1. So again, let us recall, we just need to recall that f of a exists. The limit of f of x exists as x approaches a, and the limit of f of x as x approaches a is equals to f of a. So paano yung unang condition f is f of a. So for example, we need to substitute the value of x is equals to 1 sa ating function na x squared plus x minus 2. So i-insert po natin yung value ng x sa ating given na function. So meron tayong f of 1 is equals to 4x, rather 4 raised to 1 squared plus 1 minus 2 is equals to saan? So 1 squared natin is equals to 1 pa rin. So 4 times 1 is equals to 4. 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. And 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. So yung f of 1 natin pala is equals po kay 3. Next. So ito po yung first condition natin. So the next condition, the limit of f of x, rather the limit of 4x squared plus x minus 2 as x approaches 1. So evaluating limits tayo. So, di ba kinukuha natin yung positive side at yung negative side. So, since yung 1 naman ay x approaching, so okay lang na i-apply agad natin si direct substitution dito sa ating example. So, we have so halos same lang naman din sa process dito. So, meron din tayong 4:1 squared plus 1 minus 2 is also equals to by 3. So, they are equal to each other. So, for the number 3, so na-prove natin na the limit of f for x squared plus x minus 2 as x approaches 1 and the f of 1 is equal to each other. So, therefore, the limit of f of x is also equals to f of a. So, check this po yan. So, verified. So, those three conditions are verified. So, the answer will be, the function is continuous at x is equals to 1. Ngayon, paano po siya kapag po nakagraph? Or paano siya kapag ginagraph natin? So, play ko lang po yung drawing natin. So, sa graphing, ganito po ang kanyang kalalabasan. So, meron tayong function na 4x squared plus x minus 2. Halimbawa lang po ito. Hindi po siya accurate, pero ganito lang po yung itsura po ng 4x squared plus x minus 2. And then, continuous po siya at x is equals to 1. Let's say, for example, ito po yung ating ito po si 1. Then, di ba, so answer natin dito, sa answer natin kanina, lumabas po ay 3. 1, 2, 3. Ito po si 3. So, ito po siya. So, itong point na to ay continuous po or shaded po yung kanyang circle. So, ganito po i-graph kapag continuous po yung ating function at x is equals to 1 sa given nating function na 4x squared plus x minus 2. May questions po ba? So, continue tayo sa next example or proceed tayo. For the example number 2, determine whether the f of x is equals to x squared minus 9 over x minus 3 is continuous at x is equals to 0, x is equals to 2, and x is equals to 3. So, try mo natin unahin si x is equals to 0. So, again, gamit lang sa first condition, f of a is exists. So, meron tayong substitute natin yung x values ng 0. F of 0 is equals to 0 squared minus 9 over 0 minus 3. So, meron po tayong 0 squared is 0 pa rin. Negative 9 over negative 3. So, negative 9 over negative 3 is also equals po kay 3. Since negative divided by negative is also positive. And 9 over 3 is also equals po kay 3. Now, ito po yung ating first condition. Para sa ating second condition, dapat po mag-equal mag-equal po sa f of 0 sa the limit of f of x. So, the limit of x squared so, dito, pwede pa rin naman si direct substitution. So, meron tayong 0 minus 9 over 0 minus 3. Kasi ang x natin ay approaches 0. So, equals pa rin po siya kay 3. Okay, mapa-positive man yan or mapa-negative, isa lang po yung kalalabasan yan. And then for the last example or for the last condition, the limit of f of x is also equals po. Since makita natin yung first condition at yung second condition ay equal naman, they're both equal. So, ibig sabihin, continuous po si x is equals to 0 sa ating pong function. Continuous po siya. So, paano naman kapag x is equals to 2? So, palitan po natin lahat. So, try naman natin si x is equals to 2. So, f of 2 naman tayo. So, meron tayo 2 squared minus 9 over 2 minus 3. So, sagot natin, meron tayong 4 minus 9 over 2 minus 3, which equals to 4 minus 9, meron tayong negative 5. And 2 minus 3, meron tayong negative 1. Or equal po kay 5. Next, the limit of 2 squared minus 9 over 2 minus 3. Again, ang ginagamit ko po sa pangalawang condition ay direct substitution kasi nag-evaluate lang po tayo ng limit. So, 2 squared minus 9 is equals to same pa rin ng process. So kung halos same na naman din yung process po ng ginawa ko sa f of a. So, is also equals din po siya kay 5. So, the limit of f of x is also equals to kay f of a. So, which means, na continuous pa rin si x squared minus 9 over x minus 3 at the given point na x is equals to 2. So, paano naman kapag x is equals to 3? So, clear lang po yung drawing na to. So, define natin or substitute natin yung value na f of a natin. Ang f of a natin is equals po kay 3. Then, substitute natin yung values niya. So, meron tayong is equals to 3 squared minus 9 over 3 minus 3. So, meron na po tayong 9 minus 9 over 3 minus 3, which equals to 0 over 0, or siya po ay undefined. Kung undefined po siya, so hindi po siya nag-exist or does not exist. So, sa first condition pa lang, hindi na po siya satisfied. So, paano naman kapag the limit? So, paano naman pag limit? So, the limit as x approaches 3. So, kumain natin, hindi po applicable dito si direct substitution. Tama? Kung hindi po applicable si direct substitution, try naman natin i-apply po si x. Try naman natin gamitin yung factoring na method para po sa ating evaluating the limit. So, meron tayo x squared minus 9 over x minus 3. So, factor out lang po natin yung x squared minus 9. So, meron tayong x both sides. So, meron tayong dalawang x. Ano po yung factors ng negative 9? So, dalawa lang naman. 9 and 1 and negative 3 at positive 3. So try natin si negative 3 at positive 3. Since, kapag po unlike sign yung ating yung constant sa ating function o sa ating factoring, ang kanya po middle term ay magiging 0 na lang or maka-cancel po yung kanyang middle term. So, lalabas din po si x squared minus 9 over x minus 3. So, dito po kaya na po natin i-cancel yung ating pong x minus 3 at yung x minus 3 para maging 1 na lang po sila. So, ang lalabas, meron po tayong x plus 3. And then we can now substitute the x approaching, which equals to 3. So, meron tayong 3 plus 3. Insert natin yung 3 sa ating x value. So, 3 plus 3, meron po tayong 6. So, the limit of x minus 9, x squared minus 9 over x minus 3 as x approaches 3 is equals to 6. Sa ating pong third condition, so nag-exist naman si f of x natin. And then sa ating pong last condition na the limit of f of x is not equal po kay f of a. Since undefined itong first condition natin at yung second condition natin ay nag-exist naman, meron naman certain value. So yung third condition natin does not satisfy. So dalawang x, isang check. So ibig sabihin, the function is discontinuous lang at x is equals to 3. So, paano naman po yung graph nito kapag po ganito ang kanyang kinalabasan? Clear ko lang po yung drawing. Clear ko lang po yung sulat natin. So, meron tayong Cartesian plane dito. Let's say, ganito po yung graph yung x squared minus 9 over x squared, x minus 3. So, ganito po yung kanyang kalalabasan. Halimbawa, x is 0. So, di ba may lumabas na value sa x as x is 0? Assume na ito po siya. Continuous. What if x is equals to 2? So, meron tayong 1, 2. So, continuous pa rin siya dito sa function na ito. What if x is equals to 3? So, iba lang yung kulay. Kapag x is equals to 3, at ang lumabas, di ba, ay 6. So, halimbawa, ito po yung 6. Halimbawa, sa y-axis, ito po yung 6. Ito naman si ito naman po si 3. So, ibig sabihin, kapag discontinuous, isa lang pong bilog lang po na wala pong shaded area para po ma-identify natin na discontinuous po yung x value sa ating pong function. Naintindihan po? Sige po, mag-raise lang tayo ng questions kung halimbawa na meron po kayong hindi po clarified about po sa ating topic. Okay po? So, for the next example naman po tayo sa next example. For the third one, so investigate the continuity of the function f of x. So, meron tayong piecewise function dito na meron tayong negative 2x plus 4 if x is greater than or equal po kay 3. And then x minus 1 if x is less than or equal po kay less than 3. So, meron po tayong piecewise function or gagamitin natin yung isang function na to o yung negative 2x plus 4 if yung x natin is greater than or equal po kay 3. And while we are using x minus 1 if our x is less than 3. So, try ulit natin i-apply si f of a. So, sabi, ang ginagamit natin dito ay yung 3. So kapag 3 ang ginamit ko, ano pong function ang aking gagamitin? Yung negative 2x squared plus 4 o yung x plus 1? Yan. So, ang gagamitin ko po dito sa case na to ay ito pong negative 2x plus 4. So, f of 3 is equals to kay negative 2 raised to 3 plus 4, which is equals po kay negative 2 times 3 is equals to negative 6 plus 4, meron tayong negative 2. Then, we will define the limit if it does exist. So, the limit of, try ko muna yung x approaches from the right. So, meron tayong x approaches 3 from the right. So, galing kanan. So, greater than 3. So, gagamitin ko pa rin ulit yung negative 2x plus 4. So, meron tayong negative 2 raised to 3 plus 4, which equals po kay 2. Paano naman kapag ka from the left? So, try ko naman po gamitin the limit of x minus 1 since from the left galing kaliwa. So, kapag galing kaliwa, less than 3 po siya. So, meron tayong 3 minus 1 as x approaches 3 from the left. So, meron tayong 2 pa rin. Tama po? So, kung mapapansin natin na f of a natin wait. Ayan. Ito po pala ay negative 2. Ayan. Puti napansin ko. Sen. Kung the limit of x plus x approaches 3 from the right is equals to negative 2, while x approaches from the left ng 3 is 2. Kung yung f of x natin is not equal, di ba? Mapapansin nyo, ito pong dalawang equation o dalawang answers natin ay hindi po equal. So, ibig sabihin, yung second condition natin, hindi po siya check. So, x po siya. So, the limit of f of x is not equal po kay f of a. Kasi, tandaan, di ba, kapag ka magkaiba yung outcome ng from the right at from the left, ang di ba, lalabas natin does not exist. Di ba? It's not existing. So, ibig sabihin, hindi po natin na-satisfy yung ating pong conditions para po malaman kung continuous po yung ating function at a certain value ng x. So, clear ko lang po itong drawing natin. And then therefore, the function is discontinuous at x is equals to 3. So, paano naman yung graph nitong example number 3 natin? Ano ba tayong Cartesian plane dito? Ito po yung x minus 1. At ito naman po si negative 2x plus 4. So, ganito naman po yung kanyang graph. So, mapapansin, di ba? Piecewise function. So, may dalawang function po sa isang given. So, mapapansin nyo, sila po ay magkahiwalay. So, yung isa po, yung x minus 1 ay discontinuous. While sa negative 2x plus 4 ay continuous naman po siya. Pero, masasabi pa rin natin na hindi po sila, discontinuous pa rin po sila since hindi po na-satisfy yung kanyang conditions. Naiintindihan po? So, dako naman po tayo kay last example. For our last example, investigate the continuity of the function f of x The first one, meron tayong absolute value of x plus 1 if x is not equal to negative 1. So, gagamitin natin si absolute value of x plus 1 if x is not equal po kay negative 1. And then 3, if x is equals to negative 1. So, first, recall lang ulit natin. So, first sa ating checklist, f of a exists. Since ang gagamitin ko ay f of negative 1, so therefore, it is equals to 3. So ito na po agad yung ating answer. Okay po. Kasi ginamit ko, di ba, negative 1. So, x is equals to negative 1. Gagamitin ko si absolute value of x plus 1 kung hindi po exactly negative 1 yung ating gagamitin. So, meron tayong the limit of absolute value of x plus 1 as x approaches 1 from the right. Since from the right, lahat po ng values from the right. So, try ko lang po i-apply, which is equals po kay 1 plus 1. Rather, negative 1 pala to. Negative 1. Negative 1 from the right. Nakalimutan ko na yung sign. So, meron tayo negative 1 from the right. So, meron tayo negative 1 plus 1. Absolute value. Pag sinabi absolute value, either negative side or positive side, iisa lang po yun. Okay po? So, negative 1 plus 1 is equals po kay 0. At ganoon din po, kalalabasan niya kay approaching from the left. So, the limit x plus 1 as x approaches negative 1 from the left. Meron tayong negative 1 plus 1. So, 0 pa rin po kanyang kalalabasan. So, ngayon, kung mapansin natin, the f of a and yung f of x natin, dalawa po yung answer ng lumabas. Meron tayong 0 at meron naman 3. So, di po sila equal. So, the limit of f of x is not equals po kay f of a. So, check pa rin naman, nag-exist naman si second condition. Pero, sa ating last condition, na the limit of f of x as x approaches a is not equal po kay f of a. So, mali po ito. So, ibig sabihin, natin mong function is discontinuous at x is equals to 1, is equals to negative 1 to. Iwan ko lang. Ayan. The function is discontinuous at x is equals to negative 1. Okay? Discontinuous po siya kapag negative 1 po yung ating function. So, paano naman po yun kapag ginirap natin? Or paano siya kapag ginirap natin? So, ganito naman po siya kapag dinrawing natin. So, meron tayong Cartesian plane. Then, negative 1 yung x natin. So, ito yung negative 1. Ito po yung ating function na absolute value x plus 1. Okay? And then, discontinuous siya. Kung discontinuous, circle lang po siya na hindi po shaded. And then, is equals to 3 naman kapag po 3 if x is equals to negative 1. So, kasama po kapag negative 1 yung ginamit natin, ang ating pong value or ating y value po ay equals po kay 3. So, dito lang po siya magiging continuous. Pero hindi po siya tumama sa function. Tama? Kailangan po kasi tumama siya sa function bago po siya masabi kung continuous po siya. Okay, pero sa certain point po ng x is equals to negative 1, continuous po siya kahit 3. Okay po. So, again po, kung may questions po kayo, mag-chat na lang po sa ating GC para po ma-reply or mag-PM na lang po kayo sa akin. Or baka magbigay din ako siguro ng SC para po sa inyong mga questions regarding po sa topic na ito. And then by the next meeting natin, iwan ako sa inyo ng gawain para po ma-practice nyo rin to about dito. Bago po tayo mag-quiz. Okay po? So, ito lang po yung kailangan nyo pong malaman about po sa continuity of a function. So, dito po tinuro ko sa inyo paano sabi natin continuous yung isang function or discontinuous yung isa pong function at a certain value of x natin. Okay po? So, yun lang po muna sa ngayon. And kung may questions, mag-chat lang po sa GC natin para po ma-recognize po kayo. So, that is it. Thank you for listening and goodbye.